Hello everybody, I'm Jacqueline. In this video, I'll be teaching you a subject that is Medical Surgical Nursing 1, and the chapter name is Altered Immune Response. In this chapter, we'll be mainly dealing with what are the changes takes place in our body due to our immune when it gets altered, whether it's due to any allergic reaction or due to any drugs or other different types when our body immune system will be altered. So the topic today, what I'll be teaching is anaphylaxis. So what is anaphylaxis? Anaphylaxis objectives are like two objectives. First one is allergic reaction, and the second one is anaphylaxis. So anaphylaxis is one of the types of hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity, it is when your body pathologically responds in a severe acute way where it shows rashes, itching, it will affect your GI system, respiratory system, and the integumentary system, and most of the system where there will be adverse effect. And anaphylaxis is one of the hypersensitivity, and it is called type 1 hypersensitivity. So we'll see what are the responses happens during hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity first response will be when the foreign antigens enter to our body. It will be regulated in normal form. When it dysregulates, that means when it is not regulated properly or when it is uncontrolled regulation takes place, it will result in tissue injury. And when it comes to second response, our self body immune will start to fight against itself. It is called self antigen directed. So it is also called as autoimmune disorder. So these are the two responses when it comes to hypersensitivity reaction. So there are types of hypersensitivity. First one is type 1, and then type 2, and then type 3, and then type 4. There are 4 types of hypersensitivity. The first one is immediate hypersensitivity. Second one is antibody mediated. The third one is immune complex disease. And the fourth one is T cell mediated disease. In type 1, what it happens is there will be mast cell release of histamine and other mediators. Mast cell is a cell which will engulf the antibodies. So this type 1 has mast cell release of histamines. And type 2, what happens is antibodies directed against the cell or the tissue antigens. In third type, the antigens complex deposit in blood vessels. And in fourth type, reactions of T lymphocytes takes place. Now we'll see what is exactly anaphylaxis means. The word anaphylaxis has been divided. It is composed of two different words, which is ana and phylaxis. Ana means without and phylaxis means protection. The word anaphylaxis is without protection. So we'll see what is the definition of anaphylaxis means. It is the acute multi-system allergic reaction. When the word multi-system comes, it includes all the systems such as the respiratory system, digestive system, integumentary system, renal system, etc. Many system starts to react very fast due to the when there is no protection to our body. So this involves our skin, airway, vascular and GI systems. So it is a type 1 hypersensitivity. It can be true or it can be pseudo. Why it is said true or pseudo means anaphylaxis sometimes will be truly anaphylaxis. Sometimes anaphylaxis will be misguided, or it can be like confused with other reactions. Other allergic reactions will be confused with anaphylaxis because of the signs and symptoms. That is why it is called as pseudo anaphylaxis. Now we'll see what are the causes. The main cause of this anaphylaxis or the reaction of hypersensitivity type 1 is food, and then most commonly it is idiopathic. When we say idiopathic, it is unknown. Sometimes it can be due to drug. Idiopathic is like when we don't know exact cause. When the cause is properly unknown, we call it as idiopathic, and there will be drug reaction sometime, and then due to some particular exercise and due to use of latex is a rubber, usage of rubber, some people will have allergic to particular rubber goods, and then due to hormone injections, and then insect bites, etc. These are the different types of causes which a person will get anaphylaxis. So anaphylaxis reactions will cause due to food allergy, unknown cause, due to drugs, due to exercise particular, and then due to rubber, and then hormones and some insect bites. These are the etiological causes. Now we'll see what are the other causes. Inside pharmacological agents such as antibiotics, penicillin, some steroids, anti-inflammatory drugs, etc. And when it comes to insects like bees, sting bees, and then hornets, ants, wasps, and then yellow jackets, these are the insects where our body, these insect bites or stings will cause reaction in our body. And the other are food allergies such as peanut, seafoods, and wheat, etc. These are the foods some people are allergic to. And latex, such as people those who are allergic to condoms, or it can be due to any gloves or any rubber goods which we get intact to our skin. So these are the uh, examples of the top. Now we'll see what is the pathological changes happens when there is type 1 sensitivity. That is when the hypersensitivity type 1 takes place. What does the changes happen inside the tissue? So first one is due to the etiological cause. As we already know, the causes such as food, drugs, or any insect, etc. Due to those, the mediator cells, what happens is it will change our vasoactive amines and lipids, and then it will get converted to cytokinase. There will be change in the vasoactive amines, that is lipid, and then cytokinase will also changes takes place. And then due to vasoactive amines, there will be immediate hypersensitivity reaction in within 1 minute or within few seconds also. When it comes to cytokinase, there will be slow reaction where the reaction will takes place within 6 to 24 hours. This stage is called as late phase reaction. So this is the pathophysiological changes which takes place inside the body. Now we'll see what are the signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis. The signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis, it affects multi-system, like we said, integumentary, respiratory, GI, renal, etc. So when it comes to integumentary system, most of the skin reaction will be itching, flushing, hives is urticaria, and then swelling will be there. And when it comes to eyes, the person will have again itching, there will be tearing, that is water from the eyes, and then redness, swelling around the eyes, there will be puffiness, and there will be eye bags, like extra swelling below the eyelids. That will be there. When it comes to nose and mouth, the person will have sneezing, running nose, nasal congestion, swelling of the tongue, and the tasting sensation will turn into metallic taste. He'll not much find out what kind of taste or what he's eating, he cannot feel much. And when it comes to lungs and throat, he'll be having dyspnea, that is difficulty in breathing, coughing, chest tightness, wheezing, and other disturbing sounds will be heard. And sometimes the person even feel itchy, and then there will be sensation of choking, because when there will be constriction or congestion in the throat, the person will cannot breathe easily, so he'll have choking sensation. And when it comes to the cardiac system, he'll have dizziness, weakness, fainting, rapid heartbeat, or else sometimes low heartbeat. There will be irregular heartbeats or cardiac output, and there will be low blood pressure, or sometimes it will even lead to high blood pressure, which is called as hypertension. And the digestive system, it will affect mainly there will be severe pain, upper abdominal pain, lower abdominal pain, and then vomiting sensation, and muscle cramps. The person may have diarrhea, or sometimes it will be uh, constipation as well, because this is irregular cell injury. That is why exact symptoms we cannot make out. That is why you're saying it as multi-system damage when it comes to allergic reaction. So these are the signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis. As you can see here, this will be the changes, how it looks like. Now we'll see diagnostic evaluation. How we are going to find out whether the person is having anaphylaxis, true anaphylaxis, or pseudo anaphylaxis. The first one is the person's diagnosed anaphylaxis based on the symptoms. Like we will observe, we'll do the physical examination, we'll ask the history regarding what kind of medicine they took, or whether they are allergic to particular food or medicine or any latex. We're going to ask regarding that one, and what kind of exposure they have been through, we'll be asking. And then the persons, we have to differentiate whether the person had severe asthma attack or cardiac problem, or any panic attack or food poisoning. blood testing will be done. In this, we'll be finding out what kind of protein has been increased or decreased. A particular protein called as tryptase. This one will be measured in blood sample after collecting the first 3 hours after anaphylaxis symptoms have been begun. So when the tryptase level are increased or decreased, through that one we can find out whether the person is having food allergy or drug allergy. So the first treatment immediately, because this is a sudden condition and multi-system will be damaged, there will be immediate treatment should be given. So first, as soon as possible, we should finish the diagnostic process, and then first aid should be given. First aid are place the patient in a Trendelenburg position, as you can see in the slide. This is the Trendelenburg position, the first image, and then administer oxygen through nasal cannula if needed, or else through mechanical ventilator. And then antihistamine drug will be administered, and one of the most common used antihistamine drug is epinephrine. And then there will be place of toniquant above the site reaction, because it should not spread to the other part, and they should start the IV to raise the blood pressure. And then the other treatments, such as there should be given H2 antagonist and then corticosteroid therapy to reduce the inflammation. And then in case of severe anaphylaxis, the patient should be kept for observation more than 6 hours to find out whether the reaction has been stopped or it will continue for longer duration. So these are treatments given for anaphylaxis. Now we'll see how to prevent anaphylaxis or how to prevent allergic reactions. First, avoid the responsible allergens. Once we found out what kind of allergens are affecting the body, that kind of particular allergens should be avoided. And then keep the Adrenaline kit and then Benadryl on hand at all the time. People who are very prone to get allergies to most common food or drugs, they're supposed to carry Adrenaline kit, which is a epinephrine medicine prescribed by the doctor, should be readily available all the time with them, so that if at all they are having or any kind of reaction, they can administer it by themselves. And the next one is wear medic alert bracelets, and then venom immunotherapy can be given. It is highly effective in protecting the insect allergic. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in my personal text, or you can leave a comment. Thank you for watching.